Welcome to Accepting Life, where we help you navigate the world of wealth and status. Where we explore uncomfortable realities that challenge our egos. Our egos are a crucial part of our identity and sense of self-worth, but they can also be fragile and easily threatened. In this exploration, we will delve into uncomfortable truths that may shake our self-image and reveal parts of ourselves that we may not want to confront. These realities may challenge our beliefs, values, and assumptions, and force us to confront our fears and insecurities. While uncomfortable, facing these realities can be a transformative experience that allows us to grow and evolve as individuals. So, buckle up and prepare to confront some uncomfortable truths as we embark on this journey together. Have you ever heard the phrase "less is more"? While it may seem counterintuitive, sometimes saying less can actually have a greater impact than saying more. However, there are times when it's important to elaborate and expand upon a point to truly drive it home. For example, let's take a closer look at the idea of wealth and how it's measured. Many people equate wealth with money, but as we've discussed, that can be a flawed way of thinking. Instead, truly wealthy people measure their value based on the unique assets they own. These assets can range from properties to investments to experiences. But why is this distinction important? Well, for one, it challenges our societal norms and expectations around wealth. It also highlights the fact that money is not the end-all be-all. In fact, as we mentioned earlier, the value of money can be quite volatile depending on factors like inflation and economic instability. Speaking of societal norms, let's talk about supercars. In certain circles, driving a supercar is seen as a symbol of wealth and success. However, as we've outlined, there are a lot of downsides to owning one. They can be incredibly expensive, both to purchase and maintain. They are not practical for everyday use. And they can also contribute to environmental degradation. So why do some people still aspire to own a supercar? It could be due to societal pressure and the desire to fit in with a certain crowd. It could also be a way of showing off and proving one's status. But at the end of the day, is it really worth it? Moving on, let's talk about the importance of humility and recognizing our own limitations. As the Greek philosopher Socrates once said, true wisdom lies in knowing what you don't know. This can be a difficult pill to swallow for some, as it requires admitting that we don't have all the answers. However, it's an essential step towards personal and intellectual growth. Finally, let's touch on the idea that there's nothing new under the sun. While it may seem bleak at first glance, this concept can actually be quite liberating. It means that we don't have to constantly reinvent the wheel in order to make progress. Instead, we can build upon what's come before us and strive to improve upon existing ideas and concepts. Sometimes it's necessary to expand upon our ideas and thoughts in order to truly convey their meaning. While brevity can be effective, there are times when elaboration is needed to drive a point home. By challenging societal norms around wealth, recognizing our own limitations, and building upon existing ideas, we can move towards a more thoughtful and intentional way of living. The concept of building upon the ideas of those who came before us is an essential part of progress and innovation. By acknowledging and utilizing the knowledge and wisdom of our predecessors, we can create something even greater than what has been accomplished before. This mindset not only allows us to improve upon existing ideas, but also prevents us from needlessly reinventing the wheel. Furthermore, the idea of standing on the shoulders of giants can also be interpreted as a reminder of the enduring nature of human struggles. Despite the incredible advancements in technology, science, and culture over the centuries, many of the problems that have plagued humanity throughout history still persist today. From poverty and inequality to war and conflict, these timeless issues require lasting solutions rather than just superficial or temporary fixes. By looking to the past for guidance and inspiration, we can approach these challenges with a greater sense of perspective and purpose. One area where this philosophy particularly resonates is the concept of character versus money. While many people aspire to be rich, it is important to recognize that character provides a foundation of values, integrity, and purpose that money simply cannot replace. A person with a strong character is driven by their principles and beliefs, and is able to maintain their sense of worth and dignity regardless of their financial situation. In contrast, a person who places their sole focus on financial success is more likely to become overly attached to their wealth and compromise their values in the pursuit of more money. This perspective aligns with the views of thinkers such as Naval Ravikant, who argues that the pursuit of status is often driven by a desire for external validation and is ultimately unfulfilling. Instead, Ravikant encourages people to focus on building their own sense of self-worth and happiness from within, rather than relying on external factors for validation. One particularly relevant aspect of this discussion is the impact of social media on our sense of self-worth and happiness. Research has shown that social media use is associated with increased feelings of anxiety, depression, and low self-esteem. The pressure to present a perfect image on social media can cause people to feel inadequate and not good enough, leading to a negative impact on mental health and well-being. It is important to remember that social media presents a highly curated and idealized version of reality, and to be mindful of the impact it can have on our self-image and overall happiness. The idea of standing on the shoulders of giants and building upon the ideas of those who came before us is a powerful tool for progress and innovation. By recognizing the enduring nature of human struggles and focusing on character and self-worth over material wealth and status, we can create a more fulfilling and meaningful life for ourselves and those around us. It is important to be mindful of the impact of external factors such as social media on our mental health and well-being, and to prioritize building a strong foundation of values and principles to guide our lives. When it comes to dealing with someone who is struggling with the desire to wear high-quality designer clothes and use them to flex on others, it's important to approach the situation with empathy and understanding. Oftentimes, societal pressure and marketing trends can drive people to pursue material possessions, including designer clothes, in the hopes that they will bring happiness and fulfillment. However, it's important to recognize that this pursuit can lead to a fake reality where people believe that nobody cares about them unless they are wearing the latest designer trends. It's essential to raise awareness about the negative impacts of this mindset and help people understand that their opinion may not be entirely their own. What we hear, think, and say influences our behaviors, and as social creatures, we tend to borrow a lot from others just to fit in. While it's possible for some opinions to be legitimately yours, If you were to meet and talk to enough people, you would likely find someone who believes the same things you do. It's crucial to recognize that wealthy and successful people don't feel the need to prove their wealth or success to others through material possessions. Instead, they focus on inner growth and humility, recognizing that the things they own do not define them. On the other hand, flexing is often a sign of insecurity and immaturity. It's essential to approach these situations with compassion and understanding, recognizing that people may be struggling with societal pressures and the belief that material possessions will bring them happiness and fulfillment. By raising awareness and encouraging people to focus on inner growth and humility, we can help individuals find true success and prosperity. If you have any personal experiences or insights on this topic, please share them in the comments below, and if you enjoyed this video, consider tipping us and sharing it with others. Thank you for watching, and be sure to check out our next video if you're hungry for more. It's essential to recognize and embrace uncomfortable realities that challenge our ego. It's not always easy to confront the parts of ourselves that we may not like or want to acknowledge, but doing so can lead to personal growth and a deeper understanding of ourselves and the world around us. By accepting these uncomfortable truths and working on ourselves, we can become more compassionate, empathetic, and self-aware individuals. Remember, it's okay to be imperfect, and it's okay to make mistakes. What's important is that we learn from them and use those experiences to become better versions of ourselves. So, let's embrace these uncomfortable realities and use them as opportunities for growth and self-improvement. We'll see you back here again. Thank you for watching this video Accepting Life. If you found it valuable, consider subscribing to our channel and joining our awesome community.